Hey, what's going on? I'm live. I was live for a few minutes probably. I was out grabbing a drink and then had to find my headphones. I think little air rearranged them. So yeah, got them. What's going on, folks? I need to load up my campaign, huh? Let's do that. How's everybody in the chat doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. Looks like we got a few people joining for the first time. I appreciate you joining. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. Y'all hear me fine? Is the mic placement right? Volume coming through okay? Peyton, you always ask me a question and never responded. Would you rather play a Total War World War I or II? I don't think either one would work, Peyton. Not to try and rain on your parade there, but neither one of them really fits the model that Total War uses. They'd almost have to create something new, kind of like Company of Heroes. And it seems like that they kind of already did that. So I don't know. I don't really think Total War fits that genre. I know a lot of people want it to. My introduction was me just sitting down in the chair. So it looks like Appius is back in the chat. Good to see Appius. The Great Book of Grudges. Honor to the Dwarven allies. Yeah, you probably won't like me the way I'm going to treat dwarfs in this campaign. It may not be with respect. We'll see. May not be with respect. Looks like we got some levels. Let's get the Curse of Honor, the transformation. So I think last time we left off, we took Marienburg, and we just need to kind of give Marienburg a few more solid poundings. They got a lot of territory, this Marienburg. More than they should. And it looks like I had this other army ready to come over here and remind Wissenberg of their place. And then it looks like Altdorf is actually besieged by the undead. So I might take Durthu and see if we can relieve the Empire, because I think it'd be kind of cool. Wood Elves come save the Empire. Alright, so I was just looking to see who we had in chat. As per last time, if you have questions for me, go ahead and put them in the chat. The chat does go pretty quick. Sometimes I'm going to miss what you say, but every now and then I'll check over to see if people are putting questions through, and if I see a question that I think would be fun for the conversation, I'll be happy to answer it, and that's what I'll run through. That way it'll make this interesting, like I said, for both the people here live and those who are going to watch afterwards. Good times for all. That's the goal. I don't really have enough amber to be investing in all this other stuff. I'd like to save it up and actually upgrade the Oak of Ages. Yeah, so I don't want to research any technology, and we'll repair that. Okie dokie. That's right. I am going to let the fertilizer pile up. Is that iron? Yeah, I don't know how to say the name there. I can't quite see it. Where'd these booze hounds come from? Oh, I don't think I can really beat this because they have so many heroes stacked up in this army, so I'm going to have to just give them that. Where's America the Eagle? They'll be coming, Francois. They'll be coming. America the Eagle. Did you like that Sarthorail battle, Andre? Hope you did. I was thinking I was going to get the crap kicked out of me when I ended up in the battle with him, because he's pretty good, actually, and he comes up with all these unorthodox builds. I felt kind of fortunate, like I had the right stuff to stop what it is that he was trying to do. Yeah, Marienburg's about to bum rush me with a bunch of different forces. Wissenberg is kind of temporarily out of my way. I actually may take this army and push up here to try and hit back against Marienburg. We're still training. Here's the Eagle. There we go. I think we got to get the little quote marker on the front of it. There we go. Alright, America the Eagle. Alright. Speaking of, we need to keep training in this army.
You need me?
What do we have here locally that would be useful? We definitely want some tree kin. I got all my archers. Need a good solid line of tree kin. And a tree man. At least one tree man. Let's do 3 tree kin and 2 tree man. And probably a couple of dryads. And then we'll go from there over to a place where we can recruit Wildwood Rangers, I think. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and go try and relieve Altdorf. We can lose this settlement here or there to Marienburg. It's not going to be the end of the world. I'll send this army back over to intercept them, and then this one's training, and it'll be ready soon enough. So yeah, Marienburg's going to make a push this way through Montfort, and they'll succeed. There's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment. Let's see. Forest Dragon. Robert, I will make a Forest Dragon. Do I have the... I think I have the tech tree set up for that, I thought. Yeah, we can recruit Forest Dragons. I would just need to find the right... Yeah, it's right here. So I can move up into this province and get the Forest Dragon. Let's actually... Let's cut one tree, man, and we'll get up and get the Forest Dragon instead. In fact, let's just get Forest Dragons instead of the tree, man. That'll be kind of fun. Alright. Dragon spam. That is tempting. But the amber... I don't have to worry about amber, Appius, when it comes to the dragons, because I'm the tree, the forest spirits, instead of the elves, so the dragons don't cost me extra amber. So, we're good. Sinister, why are you calling me Razorback Air? Nothing to do with me being in Arkansas, right? Say hello to Spain / Brazil. Those are two completely different places. Ooh, let's give Marienburg a peace treaty. That actually makes sense for the moment. I'll betray them later. These guys want a trade agreement. I welcome that. Wissenland probably wants a peace treaty as well. Okay, fine. Let's focus on the vampires for a while, and then we'll destroy any treasonous humans soon enough. Montfort is being raided. Well, if you want a peace treaty, Marienburg, it tends to be polite to stop raiding my lands. But since I know I'm going to kill you later anyway... Wow!
The world will drown in blood.
I don't know if they're going to drown in blood, but they're going to drown in zombies. Ooh, this army's pretty stacked, actually. How long can Altdorf hold out? You're running out of supplies in 2 turns. So, I'm not going to have time to get this army over there, I don't think. But I'll make a move for it. Ooh, yeah, if we're going to save Altdorf, does Altdorf have good defenses? It does. So, maybe with their defenses... In the next turn, I'll attack these vampires. We got Heinrich Himmler, Manfred von Karstein, and Vlad von Karstein all in one spot. Woo! Things are going to get interesting. Sextus may very well die pretty early on in here. I can't say hi to all the countries, folks. Sorry, I know. Let's see. Any questions? You guys? Okay, so which one do you think is better, Rome 2 or Warhammer? So that's what Nathan is asking me. Nathan, I think Warhammer's better, hands down. And you might think that's interesting, right? Because I'm the heir of Carthage, and clearly I like Carthage and that time period and all that stuff, and I do. I absolutely do. But in terms of performance, art style, like just kind of really matching what it is, fun, replayability, UI, controls, Warhammer pretty much spanks Rome 2 on every one of those. Unfortunately, Rome 2, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, but at launch, it was a disaster. And Creative Assembly did an awful job developing and releasing what should have been the most anticipated sequel in the series ever. And it was honestly a big disappointment, and I expected a lot better from them. And it was pretty frustrating. Now, had Rome 2 had as much love and care put into it, I think, as apparently Warhammer, the folks on the Creative Assembly team who developed it, to me, they seemed like there was more care put into it for them. How come I can only attack? I guess because Kemmler's in my way. Hopefully I get reinforcements from the Empire. This is going to be a big old vampire throwdown, and I may very well get Durthu killed. And the Empire's not even going to be able to help me because they're sieged. If I wait another turn, though, the Empire very well could fall. But it would give me a chance to get reinforcements and guarantee that I can actually win this fight, because I'm not 100% convinced that I can at the moment, because I'm going to run out of ammo with my arrows, and Let's retreat off this for a moment, and let's just see if maybe we can draw some of the vampire attention. Altdorf. Is Altdorf no longer sieged? Yeah, it got sacked. Okay, so the vampires didn't actually finish off Altdorf. That's interesting. As long as they don't finish it off in the next turn or so, I don't know if the Empire has any other settlements left. I'd like to save them. We'll see. And at least I'm back within reinforcement range here, so we'll get our troops together, and then we should be able to take the horde of vampires here, I think. Let's go ahead and end the turn. How old am I? Well, I'm not old and I'm not young. How about that? Why Carthage? Because I liked Hannibal. That's all there is to it. Really? You're going to send just Heinrich Himmler? He's the best that you can afford. I mean, he's got some decent units in here. He's got the Varix Reavers. He's got the Stearnsmen. He's got some pretty decent units, but he is going to get... Okay, he's hitting me with a lightning strike. He's still going to get destroyed. So, nice attempt by Himmler. But here we go. We're going to get our first undead blood here. See, if playing as the Wood Elf faction, do you use different units than your current Durthu campaign? Well, you can use all the same units, Rivermain, but the elite elf units cost you amber whenever you're playing as the Forest Kin, aka Durthu, and when you're playing as Orion, the elite Forest Kin units cost you amber. So it's kind of like reverse roles. And when I say elite, there's quite a few units on both sides that don't cost that. But there's certain ones that do. So in my case, I would have to pay amber for Wildwood Rangers. So yeah, and I said I was going to recruit them earlier. I'm not. I don't know why I said that. I'm definitely not going to recruit Wildwood Rangers because they're too much amber cost for me. I'm pretty sure we're going to give the vampires a big fat spanking here because of the fact that I've got a ancient tree man, 2 other tree men, and a branch wraith to heal them all. So I don't see this ending well for the vampires. I'm gonna hard group all these guys, put all my archers in a group. Do not fire at will. You'll fire when I tell you to, and then all my reindeer cav in a group. Okay, we're gonna start the deployment. We're gonna kill some vampires, folks. Okay, they do have quite a few Vargeist, so we'll have to be somewhat careful, but as long as I keep the old reindeer cav close, I think we'll be good. Alright. Yeah, Hannibal Barca did kick Rome really hard, and Sinister, it's my opinion, and I could be wrong, the Romans were superior at certain things. They had a superior army model and recruitment system with their, Republican army, and they definitely had that going for them. So I'll give the Romans credit there, but Hannibal was definitely a better strategist than just about any Roman commander. Now, here's the interesting thing, though, is that pretty much every Carthaginian commander, with the exception of his father, was a horrible commander, and they got the crap kicked out of them by Greece and Rome many times before that. So Hannibal was really the only Carthaginian commander that ever found any degree of success, especially versus Rome. But they never did so well versus like Syracuse and stuff either. So, but yeah, I really liked Hannibal just because of his outside-of-the-box thinking. That was like one of the biggest things that kind of got me into Hannibal. He just did things different, and it worked. Let's shoot these Black Knights real quick. Put a quick shot on them with some Hagbane tips and kind of weaken them up, and then I'm going to go ahead and target these Cryptors over here. I'm going to bring my Reindeer Cav kind of just to shore up the flanks here. And then I got some back here to actually protect my archers. Let's get into the Varix Reavers. Take down some of these wolves. They've pulled through my lines, so this is why I kept a reindeer cavalry in the back, so the vampires just pulled through me. I'm going to actually fall back just a little with the Glade Guard and try and get away from some of this nonsense. keep pouring it in thick here. Okay, my reindeer cav mopped up that Black Knight, so let's get group 2. We're going to focus down Heinrich Himmler, try and get rid of him. What's this? I don't need a magical explosion. Try and get all the tree men in the healing radius here, because as long as I keep my tree men alive, we're going to win. My archers are picking apart Himmler at the moment. My reindeer cavalry is actually not having the best day. We got some Vargeist headed back into. Let's pull one of these. Yeah, they're going to dive in down here. Let's speed them back. We shouldn't have a hard time beating back the Vargeist. They're pretty weak. Yeah, they're just not touching my Lord or my tree men. And if the vampires can't bring those down, they're not going to win. Let's bring back some of my routed units. Pull back my Blade Guard. Get away from some of these units. Okay, let's bring our giant tree over here and see if we can do some damage to Himmler. Throw in some extra stuff here against the Grave Guard. Got group 2. I'm going to target the Sparax Reavers. Some skeleton spearmen here. It's unfortunate. I really don't want to be fighting against them alone at the moment, but I'm going to let it happen. All we need to do is smash Himmler out of the fight, and that's about to happen here. He's getting hammered on by an ancient tree man. Some of my tree can routed. That's unfortunate. Alright, Verex Reavers are down. I'm gonna target this vampire hero lady. Did you kill Himmler already? How hard can it be? The guy's worthless. Where's my branch wraith? I think I can get everybody in the healing. Ooh, man, my branch wraith just got his face beaten off. Sorry, Appius. I think you dead, son. That vampire lady came in and beat the living crap out of you. She did it in a big hurry, too. Maybe you'll survive, I don't know. Man, she had it out for you, because you were dead, and by the time I turned around there, like I saw you, you were pretty much full health, and boom. That's the end of Appius. Alright. Well, this vampire army was much more successful than I thought they would be. My tree men just aren't causing near the damage that it seems like they should. Same thing with tree kin. Very depressing number of kills on all of them. Not really sure how the vampires are even still in this fight, to be honest. Their lord got killed quite a long time ago. Yeah, good old Appius. I'm just now seeing all the comments surface about what just happened to Appius. That's what happens when you're in my campaign. You never know. You never know. Alright, in battle. Alright. That vampire lady, though, seriously. I think Appius is going to survive. I think he will, because it shows a little health bar on him there. I think it's going to let you get out alive. Yep, you lived, Appius. You're good. Trees don't die, they're just wounded in action. Now, if the vampires attack me with another stack, that might be another question. But they didn't, for some reason, even though they had us vulnerable. Alright, so their offers. Me pay them, and they'll join the war against the vampires. That actually kind of sounds like fun. Since I have so much money. Non-aggression pact. Well, someone told me to be nice to the dwarf, so here you go. Don't say I'm not nice. I got so much money right now. And what do trees need with money anyway? So Appius lives. All is well. All is well. Heinrich Himmler, on the other hand, he's not going to be living for much longer. And we need to get rid of these Redhorn tribe too to help kind of bail the Empire out. So long, Kemmler. There's only one person stinkier than you, and that's Balthasar Geld. Alright, now this Redhorn tribe. Damn right we're going to declare war on them. Why would we not declare war on Beastmen? What kind of joke is that? You better run, you Redhorn pansies. Get the heck out. Can I force march and get up behind him? Sure can. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna keep the pressure on these jerks and catch them. Alright, and then this army just needs to replenish. So if I get into... Actually, I mean, I could get into a camp. But let's kind of back off of this vampire army at Nuln, because it's looking pretty strong. And let's get back into our own territory where we'll heal up very quickly. And we can kind of mount a defense. You can see some vampires already making a run for the pass here. So what we'll do is we'll just move underground and head them off at Montfort. And we'll just globally recruit whatever we need, the rest of that army. So we should be able to get the vampires in check here. Hey, Sextus, what's going on? No, Appius isn't dead. It just looked like he died. But I mean, Appius, just for your own sake in the future, I wouldn't be asking any more of those vampire ladies out on a date, man. Because that one almost didn't end well for you. Just saying. Alright, Groot, because Sextus said, we're going to give him some replenishment. That way we can switch back and forth between him and Appius, and that'd be pretty nice, actually. Lady Trollface on her giant eagle. She's got all of those, so we probably ought to come down to this tree down there. And then Sextus the Man-Elf. Piercing shots, so we'll keep boosting up your shooting. Who is Keebler the Cookie Elf? How can you not know who Keebler the Cookie Elf is? She came to you, huh, Appius? I'm telling you, man, just watch out. Those vampire ladies. You can't trust them. You open the door for them and bam. Next thing you know, you're bleeding out on the ground. Oh, is that what happened, Sextus? He tried to dump her and then she kind of lost it? Well, dude, you caught up to me fast there, Vladdy von Karstein. His army, there's only a little bit of it that's any good, but I'm going to retreat away from him and try and like get into a more defensive position. Because I want to heal my units up a little before I fight him. Yeah, okay. Have your money. Like I said, I'm full of money right now, so I'm good. And Attila, he had a wife whose trait was abusive, Sextus? Are you serious? Is that a thing, or are you just throwing that in there because it's funny? Because if so, then that kind of ends up being funny. Alright, I think we're going to pin down the Redhorn tribe and kill them here. Who wants to see me kill these Beastie Boys? Of course you want to see me kill the Beastie Boys. Let's do it! 2020 election, Durthu versus Gorbul. Gorbul's already like won the election. There's no more elections because he won. Air, what games do you play? That's a question from Curtis. Good question, Curtis. So obviously I play the Total War games. That should be painfully apparent from my channel, and I'm assuming you know that. So what maybe you don't know that I play? Well, I mean, you probably see that I play Halo. I like all the Halo games. I'm excited. I did purchase Halo Wars 2. I got the early version so I could get the definitive edition on the PC, but I ordered it a little bit later than I should have, so I didn't get a code on the first day for it. So I'm kind of waiting for the definitive edition version so that I can show you all Halo Wars on the PC. That's a great game to have on the PC, and I'm excited. I liked the Age of Empires titles. I don't play them much anymore. I love the Homeworld series. I have some of those up on my channel, and I actually have a Homeworld campaign I still need to finish. So yeah, absolutely love the Homeworld series. Is there anything here that can quickly catch up to Sextus? Just some Warhounds. I'll have the reindeer cavalry nearby to help you out, Sextus. I won't leave you stranded like we did Appius on that bad date. Appius is going to get mad, though. It's like Sextus always gets the favorable treatment here. Alright. Hang on, I want all these units. But I don't want the troll lady. There we go. Put my archers in a group. Boom. Group that up. Group these guys up. Sextus should be in a different group. Troll lady in a different group. Okay. Got it. Got it, got it. So yeah, those are the games I play for the most part. Like Homeworld. I don't have a whole lot else. I have a Wii U, which I'm sure is not the most popular game console out there, obviously. But I'm not a young sprout. When I was, maybe this will help you get a little bit of age on me since they asked that question earlier. Whenever I was about 5 years old, I got the NES for the first time. It wasn't when it was first brand new. It had been out for a little while. We got our first NES system. And so I like a lot of the Nintendo games because it's a deal from childhood, basically. So yeah, I like the Nintendo games. I have a Wii U. I really like the Zelda series. I'm very much looking forward to Breath of the Wild. I think that's going to be awesome. I am going to pick up a Nintendo Switch. I never record any of the Nintendo stuff, even though I really like it, because Nintendo's a bunch of jerks. And if you try and show any of their stuff on YouTube, they steal all your money. So I can't say that I'm real appreciative of their extremely anti-content creator stance that they've taken. I'm not sure why they do that, but they're butts, and that's about all I have to say about that. If you don't like people selling your game for free, then I guess it's your loss. Got some pretty good kills there, Sextus. I'm going to go put you on this flank over here so that you can use your arrows of Kurnos to full effect. Woo! Them Cygors. Yeah, really like Zelda. Had Mario, of course, the Mario games on the Wii U. Like that stuff pretty well. Metroid was always one of my favorites. Really like Metroid, but they haven't made a proper Metroid in way too long. That's the thing I don't get about Nintendo. It's like they release a system and then they didn't even release it with like a lot of the core games that you would expect. Like the only Zelda game that was on the Wii U was remakes. I mean, it was just kind of weird. It's like, why would you bring out a new system and not release your flagship titles? Like, so, I mean, it's no wonder your system struggled to make sales against the others because you didn't bring the one thing that it is everybody loves about your systems. So it's just kind of weird stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right. Durthu's into combat here. Sword of Daith. All right, Sextus. Let's get him up over here. His arrows of Kurnos are almost up. Let's go get rid of some Cygors. Yeah, I guess I don't play a ton of different games. I keep it pretty straightforward, mostly in the realm of Total War. That healing didn't get near as many people as I thought it was going to, so that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, mostly Total War. That's where I keep my focus. But hopefully that answered your question on the games that I like. I'm open, though. Oh, Recore was kind of one that surprised me. I played Recore this year because it was kind of a new... It is a smaller title. It wasn't like a AAA release or anything, but it was a lot of fun. I put one video up on it. Yeah, I really enjoyed Recore. Like, a lot. Highly recommend that one. It doesn't cost that much, and you can play it on Windows 10 or Xbox One. Definitely recommend playing it on Xbox or Windows 10, though. Anytime you can play a game on the computer over the Xbox, the choice should be painfully clear. Nothing against Xbox. I just, in the world of such good computers, I'm not really sure why consoles are still a thing, honestly. I guess gaming computers are more expensive than consoles, but almost not anymore. Like, consoles are so expensive nowadays that, I mean, you really might as well just get you a gaming computer. That freaking Cygor came back. Okay, we shot him off the map, so we should be good. But yeah, I think PC is a superior gaming platform just because it has more options. It's upgradable. You know, people who want to spend a ton of money on it can spend like to get all the highest end stuff. People who don't want to spend as much can, you know, hey, I'll just play it on lower settings and I'll spend less. So I don't know. I feel like I'm not making fun of people who like platform or game consoles because I mean, again, I grew up with the NES. I loved game consoles, but I mean, computer games to me just became superior over time just because they could offer more. Justin's asking my system's sponsored. My system as a whole technically isn't sponsored. MSI did give me this really awesome titanium motherboard I have, though. They did sponsor that. I did just get a new MSI laptop, and I'll explain that to you all in a video in the future. They did not sponsor that. I asked them to, but they never got back to me. Wow, Daith's Reaper. That's a pretty sweet blade. 13 armor piercing damage. Melee attack +6. Yeah, I'll explain that in another video, but they did not sponsor that. I don't know, I mean, honestly, I was honestly super shocked when they sponsored me on the motherboard, because, yeah, I mean, I get a decent number of views and all that stuff, but they got people like PC Magazine and Notebook Check and all this other stuff that they're giving stuff to, because those people do, like, legit reviews. I definitely feel like I could help review their product in a practical sense and stuff like that, but if anybody supports me, I'm happy to have it. I really like MSI's stuff. No, it's no problem, Justin. I was just explaining. They did sponsor the motherboard in this computer that I'm recording on right now. It was extremely kind of them, and I'm very grateful for it. That's why I call them out from time to time. They didn't ask me to do that, but I do it because they were nice, and I feel like they deserve credit where credit's due, because they helped me out on that. And I don't know, maybe they would have helped me on the laptop, but I was running out of time, so I just went ahead and bought it. And if they ever respond to me, I'll see if they'd just be kind enough to, like, you know, if they like the review and stuff I did, they can just reimburse me a little for this, and it'll all be good. But I really like MSI stuff, and the Corsair's another favorite brand of mine. I know everybody kind of has their own favorite brands. Corsair and MSI, though, I really like their stuff. My last laptop, though, was a Gigabyte, and I really like that, too. So there's lots of good brands out there. I just like computer parts. I like building computers. It's I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I love putting together computers. It's something I thoroughly enjoy. Tomorrow's Thursday. What am I going to do that different? I don't know. I might try and throw a Rome 2 replay up if I have time, but since I'm streaming this, I may not have time. Alright, Vladdy Daddy is attacking me, and I get reinforcements here, and I think that he just bit off more than he can chew. But Mr. Manfred is right up behind him too, so I don't know, this might be a tough fight. I got quite a few tree kin though, and they're in good shape. I got 5 tree kin and the 2 tree men. Good number of archers, quite a few reindeer cav, some hawk riders, and eagle. So we're gonna have to fight it. Stand or die here. Yeah, I like, I've seen stuff sinister from MSI, Gigabyte, EVGA, I mean, all those guys. I like a lot of those. I mean, they all make pretty cool stuff, honestly. I mean, if anybody wanted to send me free stuff, obviously, I'd be really happy to take it off their hands. I mean, who wouldn't be excited for that, right? But, you know, yeah, I like a lot of that stuff in general. Let's deploy kind of over here. What's a good way not to go broke in Rome Total War 2, Curtis? Groot is in this army, by the way, for those who are asking. So Groot's right here. I do need to recruit the dragons. Yes, I did forget. Thanks for the reminder. So the ways not to go broke, I think it depends on who you're playing as in Rome 2. But with any faction, just kind of look at the buildings that you're building and make sure you understand what it is they do for you, and make sure that you get, you know, plenty of economy started up. And don't build too many troops that you can't afford. So you kind of have to try and do your best with a fewer number of troops at first, and then as you get the economy to support the other troops and more armies, then that's when you pull them in. Because if you try and build all those at first, you're not going to be able to sustain your army very well, and it's going to get frustrating. Let's make sure we group all this stuff one by one too. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I would need a little bit more specific scenario to help you more with that question, but that's just kind of a general rule. Actually, I'm going to put these... I want all these guys kind of in a ball. That way when I drop the healing, I can drop it on all of them. So we can get Groot and both the tree guys. Appius, I will try very hard to keep you alive here. I know what just about happened last time. I haven't forgotten about you. Let's see, where's these other dryads? Let's just kind of ball up, like put more dryads. I want like a good, solid line to hold with here. Keep the branch wraiths separate. How's their cavalry deployed? They got some black knights on this flank. Let's put my cavalry all on this flank for the moment. We'll just overwhelm their guys really fast. Let's take these Deepwood scouts. Kind of hide them over here. We'll take them off fire at will and wait for a good opportunity to spring them. And then the Hawk Riders, let's send to this flank. And we'll bring them around for some annoying stuff. And we'll support them with the Eagle in case there's any Fellbats. There are Fellbats, so... So let's put some other groups together here. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to roll. Heir, you ever looked into Mountain Blade Bannerlord that's coming in 2017? Shamlin, I've never played Mountain Blade. I've seen like other YouTubers like Lionheart, Pixelated Apollo, and who was it? It was Diplex Heated. I've seen a lot of those other guys that have played it. I can definitely see why people are into it. It doesn't seem very appealing to me for whatever reason, but I wouldn't say that I would never play it. I think I would give it a chance if they were really doing something like really cool and different. But to answer your question directly, I have never played it. Starfire shafts have magical attacks, so we're going to burn those banshees off the face of the earth when I get the chance.
Protectors of the forest.
Appius finished reading Twilight and is really into vampires. Sexist, that might win comment of the year right there, buddy. That was pretty good.
Riders of Lauren.
Do Hawk Rider? Okay, Hawk Riders do not have magical bow attacks. That's unfortunate. Are there any really good targets here for the Hawk Riders? Not really. Let's just get behind the vampires and start firing. Hey, when I take you off fire, well, that typically means not to fire, but hey, whatever.
Our bows are yours.
I'm going to walk up into these woods where I have a little bit safer position. Better bring Appius up here before he gets singled out by mistake.
Hunters.
As Black Knights, I'm going to wait till they get a little more cut off, and then I'm going to pounce on them. Let's get my archers ready to wipe out the banshees.
Ceasefire.
Ooh, there's more Fellbats coming. Let's get back over here to some protection, because there's Vargeist there as well. Alright, group 2, unload on the Banshee.
Our bodies and charms.
We should kill the Banshee pretty quickly because of the magical attacks we have. Just kind of fold this flank back. Yeah, the Banshees are dropping pretty quickly. Just counter charge. Giant tree man kind of came through there. The Banshee just got healed, I think. I'm gonna give me a second. There's a lot going on here, and I kind of want to pause this to make sure I get it right. About to get attacked here, so I'm gonna attack the Fellbats back and make sure I get my charge off. It looks like the Fellbats are gonna intercept my charge over here, so it's not a bad play on their part. And what'd the Banshee have? Invocation and a hack? That's unfortunate because that's gonna help them a lot. Might take this tree man. Honestly, I think I'm going to take Groot, because Sextus said. I'm going to take all these big trees and try and head out here and just pound Vlad into the ground. Oh, the bat's going to go for my archers, maybe. Bring his reindeer back over here. Shoot the bats a little. Okay, we got the bats over there. Let's pause and see if our guys are responding to my commands. It looks like they are. Okay, you pound Vlad, pound Vlad, pound Vlad. Alright. I think we're all in agreement. Vlad must die. And when their hit points go down, we'll start dealing with it. I don't know where those bats just went, but we should be okay. Let's just pull these guys back to help protect. Keep Appius at a safe distance. There's not really a lot of good targets for me right now. We'll hit those Grave Guard, because that should be pretty good target. Okay, there we go. Let's swing these Wild Riders over here. There's no need in wasting any time there. How are we doing against Daddy Vladdy? Not well. Not well.
Wild Riders.
Let's swing around and see if we can help out the infantry fight. I've got 3 heroes all pounding Vlad, and it is not doing much. Dang it, they got a Banshee through to me over here. Let's try and pin back. Let's use the Hagbane tip. You'll keep shooting these guys. I need to try and shoot the Banshee with... Let's get Wild Riders into the back of all these fights here. Let's see if we can break up the vampires. Alright, hit the Banshee. Let's bring the Hawk Riders around and start firing into the back of this stuff. Maybe we can kill this wizard over here. Let's bring our Deepwood Archers over. Okay. Got some good rear charges with all my Wild Riders. See if we can break the leadership of the vampires. My tree men are doing okay. I can't seem to... I need to get free of this Banshee so that I can get line of sight to shoot him with my archers. There we go. Drop that Banshee. I think the rear charges from the Reindeer Cavalry are paying some dividends here, but my Reindeer Cavalry is also getting pooped on pretty good. Keep the attack up, keep the attack up. Okay, I think we got rid of a Banshee. I don't know where another Banshee's at, but I probably don't have line of sight on it. Let's try and get around the flank. Got some Dryads that came back. We got rid of the wizard back here. And Vlad is now about to drop, so the vampire army should be about to collapse. And guess what, Appius? You survived. I kept you safe. Look, I'll even do you a favor here. We'll take my leader, and he'll even give you the gift of healing. Just because we like you. Wow, Vlad is one tough character. Because he is still hanging in this fight, despite getting stepped on by 3 gigantic trees. That is no insignificant amount of melee attack that's hitting him. Look at this. Vlad's like, yeah, whatever, I'm just going to get out my prunes and start shearing some branches here. Come on. Turn his foul corpse into fertilizer already. Look at this guy. Is that not insane? You saw how low his health was. He's just getting absolutely swatted. There, he finally went down. That was brutal. Alright, there's a few more vampires on the way in, but let's try and shut down what's left here. How are zombies still in this fight? Like, look at the full leadership. Okay, they're a summoned unit. Do summoned units of zombies not suffer poor leadership, I guess? That's weird. That is odd. Let's get all these guys together. Summoned units are about to go away. How much my reindeer cav survived? Just a little bit. Let's get rid of some of these units. Zombies are almost gone. Got my Deepwood scouts here. Let's keep them hidden. Keep them away from those dire wolves. Okay, we got rid of all the vampire units in the vicinity. Appius, how's it feel to be alive, buddy? How does it feel to be alive? I just about got you killed. Air, do vampires turn into fertilizer, or when they die they become corrupted fertilizer? Well, probably corrupted fertilizer. They're probably not very good fertilizer. I don't know, though, if they've been eating nothing but blood for a while. I mean, they might have some good, nutrient content for the soil. It's hard to say. What do you all think? Vampire fertilizer a thing? Ooh, they got some Verex Reavers here, too. I would rather not be reaved by them. Let's take our 2 Hawk Riders and put some shots into those Reavers. And Giant Eagle here. Alright, let's get in here and help take out the Verex Reavers. Actually, the Wild Riders are going to be intercepted by these hounds. Oh, that's Manfred. Alright, tree crew. Let's go destroy some Manfred.
Ready for battle.
Let's get these guys back over here to safety. Pull this up. Let's make sure that Appius is out at a safe distance. Did we take care of the dire wolves? I think we did. Let's swing in on the Reavers. Start shooting the skeleton warriors. Alright. Hawk Riders. Just get the Hawk Riders behind the lines and open fire. Alright, Groot and his friends are trying to pin down Manfred, but Manfred's a slippery character. And he's already gotten himself loose, but I don't think the vampire infantry can hold my trees in place, so we're gonna chase him. There we go, we got him. Manfred's gonna be a little bit squishier than his Pappy, so I don't think he's gonna last as long in this fight against all the trees. But he is gonna be tough. Appius, let's get you back to a safe distance, buddy. Or wait, does he have any other spells? What other spells you got, Appius? Really, does it not have an area of effect? Let's see. Oh, the penumbral pendulum. Let's go use the pendulum. Let's have some fun. How are we doing? Could be better. Golly, Manfred is one slippery character. He just keeps running away. What a coward. Oh, it's just a skeleton warrior? That's annoying. Got a single skeleton warrior over here in my way. Kill it! Alright, help everybody get down here and pin Manfred's crack in place. I'm gonna hit him with all the Hawk Riders and all the birds and everything else. Like, just get down here and tell Manfred to sit still and take his beating. Quit being a little sissy about it. Alright, let's penumbral pendulum these guys. Ooh, that blob right there is looking a lot more healthy. Let's see if it works. That was a pretty good shot. It set a lot of them to wavering. Oh yeah, check that out. We killed Manfred right at the same time. How'd you do, Appius? I only gave you 8 kills, but that was a pretty cool way to finish it. Hey, so what faction are you all most excited about in Warhammer? I don't know if we're gonna get any new factions in this particular game. It'll probably be the next Warhammer title where we get more, except for Bretonia, I think. What do you all think? What are you excited for? Yeah, that leadership drop was real, wasn't it? All right, so we killed Daddy von Karstein. Skaven. I know so many people are excited about Skaven. Everybody's got like an obsession with the rat people. Lizardmen. Lizardmen's gotta be cool, right? Are they like a bunch of like dinosaurs? Kislev would be fun too if they really have that bear cavalry that people tell me about. I would be super excited for bear cavalry. What the heck is that? Jeez, man, it took us forever to kill it. Tomb Kings is the one I'm most excited for, so I agree with you there, Deus Ex or whatever. Dark Elves. More elves would be cool. Halflings? Are there halflings? For real? Holy loot. Vlad and Manfred were loaded. We can get another 1,000 off of them too. That's fantastic. Yeah, Tomb Kings would be really cool. It really would. Carnosaurs? Is that part of Lizardmen? It sounds like some kind of dinosaur thing or something. Get rid of these 2 goons. I'll take some more money off of them. There we go. Wait, what did we steal from the enemy? I missed that. Obsidian Amulet. Magic resistance. That's cool. Alright, so I think we got some good stuff done tonight. At least I feel like we did. We made peace with some of the other factions. We've gotten our focus in on the vampires, which definitely feels like the right place to have our focus at the moment. Durthu got rid of some punks, and quite honestly, if Varg gets up here to try and cause trouble against the Empire, I'm probably going to put an end to that too. But the Empire doesn't have anywhere to expand to. I might have to clean out some of Marienburg's settlements. But we definitely need to push back on the vampires right now. The vampires are the ones who are in need of a pretty solid thrashing. And they've taken a pretty good beating.
This is impudence.
So they ought to be hurting a pretty fair amount. And if we get some dragons into our armies, I think then we'll be in really good shape. Looks like Groot is going to level up here. Armor piercing damage plus 10 for Treekin. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, Groot. That sounds pretty good. So what kind of weapon? Like armor piercing 21? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Treekin are going to be laying it down. Appius looks like you get to level up. That penumbral pendulum was pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. All allies get 6% speed. I don't know if that's going to be a huge difference. Leadership plus 10 during forest battles in the hero's army. Ward save 15% during forest battles for the hero's army. Available at rank 8. That actually sounds pretty good. We can give Appius Howl of the Forest. It doesn't affect much unless he's really close to him, which would be kind of risky, but we might be able to pull that off. So let's go ahead and start him on there. And into turn, Keebler to Cookie Elf, the Glade Lord over here. So whoever's asking the Cookie Elf is a Glade Lord. Any questions and stuff too? Questions? I haven't had a ton of questions, I guess. So any other questions I can answer before I leave, which will be soon, coming up on my time here. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get any Rome videos out tonight or any other Total War videos. I may have to wait till the weekend because I'm pretty short on time tonight. So sorry for that, but yeah, I'm definitely short on time. Keyboard to Cookie Elf. I was working on this ammunition thing, so let's finish that. Hermes is asking how Little Air 2.0 is doing. He's doing good. He's doing good. 6 weeks old, a little bit whiny, but I mean he is a baby. Can't hold that against him. Case asked, "Do you love me?" Well, of course I love you, Case, because you're here watching my stream. So love you, man. I missed all your questions. I probably did, Lawrence, because I was focused on that battle that I was probably not playing as good as I could have. Nathan's asking what Total War has the best siege battles. Oof. Probably none of them. I think all of them have ones that could be improved on. That's a big discussion. I don't even know if we have time to take that one on right now. Let's see. I didn't say CA wasn't going to make any more races, Jason. I said I don't think there's going to probably be any more race packs for this game. I could be wrong. And when I say race packs, I mean DLC race packs. I'm thinking Bretonia is probably the last one that comes into this. And the main reason I say that is, like, where else are you going to put races on this map without expanding it? I'm thinking what they do is I don't know, you could expand the map down on this side, I guess. There's definitely some room on the map. Southern Straits. Like, see down here underneath the Badlands? I mean, you could add something down here for sure. And then you got this big area outside the edge of the mountains. I mean, I guess if there's stuff in these areas that you could expand to, but I was thinking like the high elves and stuff, aren't they on some kind of like island out here or something? So I don't know. That's why I'm thinking I don't know if they're going to add any more in this particular game. I'm thinking they're going to bring like the sequel out and do a lot of that. I dropped a lot of frames 5 minutes ago. Really? Sure enough, dropped about 2,200 frames. Not really sure why that is. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. How's the quality been outside of those dropped frames? Was it okay outside of that? I mean, it looks like the bit rates are good on my end, so I'm not sure why it dropped the frames, but sometimes that happens. I'm looking for other questions here. Appius and Sextus for fertilizer in 2020. Nah, I like those guys too good to turn them into fertilizer. They're in the good graces of Patchy. They stuck it out with me for a long time in a very long, challenging, legendary campaign. Chisholm wants to know what my favorite Total War game is. It's Warhammer right now. I feel like it's the best. Alright, Varg came back up here and they're giving the Empire trouble, so I'm going to push Varg off the Empire. Does it really feel like the Varg are more powerful than me? What a joke. Thanks for the loot. Go home. Durthu sends you to your pathetic grave. Waters the trees with your blood. Alright, I'm gonna pull back over here now that we've gotten rid of the Varg. So, I keep saving the Empire. They owe me. I don't even know why I'm saving them. They're so weak, but yeah, whatever. Draven, you want me to notice you? I just noticed you, man. Have I ever played the tabletop version? I have not, Lawrence. I have not. Never played the tabletop version. Those little models are expensive, man. You guys ever looked at the price on those things? Woo! It's brutal. Looks like Sextus ranks up here. Finishes piercing bolts. Alright. Any other questions? Looking for questions here. Happiest, did you get your message deleted by Sextus? Is there some rivalry going on there? I'm just looking at the chat and it shows Appius says message deleted by Sextus because he's got mod rights. Is the lore of shadows viable for the vampires? Like using against the vampires? I don't know much about the lore of shadows right now, honestly. I haven't used it much. I don't know what it's getting, Kane. So people ask me, like, now they're all freaking out because I was saying I don't think there's going to be any other race packs. I don't know. I'm not on the inside track of this with Creative Assembly. I'm just telling you what I think. I could be very wrong. So there could be more race packs for this game, absolutely. I'm giving you my thoughts, not like some kind of inside track on what's actually going to happen that I've heard from inside Creative Assembly. They don't give me privy to that stuff. And anytime I do learn about something that's coming out before it happens, I have to sign an NDA with them anyway, and I can't tell you anything about it until it actually does happen. But yeah, that hasn't happened. So I don't know anything, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway. So yeah, whenever I tell you that's what I think is going to happen, it's because that's what I think is going to happen. I don't have any other knowledge. Am I planning on opening a Discord? That's a good question. I've thought about it, so not sure yet. Rim is asking if this game's pay to win. It's not pay to win. Not by any means. You could play this game and have fun with just the vanilla version. And you'd get to play against all of the factions that they've added. You just wouldn't be able to play as them. So I feel like this game is definitely not pay to win. Alright, here we go. I'm going to end one more turn, and then I got to get out of here for the night. I got some other stuff I got to go get done. Now, come on, Sextus. Be nice to Appius. Any open trade with the dwarfs? Not yet. I could see if I could. Oh, great. Now Varg's going to be raiding all over me, so I'm going to have to go deal with these guys. I'll just move over here and give the Varg a good reason to keep on moving. And then eventually they'll sue me for peace, most likely. I'm going to come down here and siege Nuln. And actually we can auto-resolve it and just take Nuln off their hands right now. I'm actually going to raise this and then colonize it, because we'll get so much more money off of it. There we go. So, done and done. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream tonight. I'll be back with more in the future as long as my internet speed stays good, and it's been quite good recently. I don't know if I just annoyed Cox into finally cooperating or what, but... You think Artie's useless like some people do? No, absolutely not, Dusty. Artie's definitely useful in this game. It's just a question of whether or not it's good to bring it in multiplayer matches. It's certainly good in campaign, and I think artillery definitely plays a role in certain multiplayer matches as well. I think that artillery is as good or better than it's ever been in this game, as far as Total War is concerned. Just my thoughts. We're going to give him the Shield of Isha. That's a pretty good one. Anyway, oh, the dragons. You're right. People reminded me of the dragons. My bad. This will send me into the negative to recruit this many dragons, but it doesn't matter. We're picking up so much loot from battles that we're good. Ooh, these are some expansive dragons. Look at that. We're paying for these fellers. I mean, 4 dragons sounds good. Just because. Why not 4 dragons? Maybe more. Next time, you all help me think of names for the dragons, okay? I'm gonna need your help on that. Hey, I appreciate you all joining in tonight. You're fantastic. I've got really great viewers, and I love making this content for you. You make it a lot of fun. And on these streams, your participation in the chat is obviously, again, what makes this, you know, kind of interactive and fun for me, and then hopefully fun for you. So I appreciate you. Thank you, Sextus, for moderating. Appius, as always. Appreciate you joining in, and all of you. I know I can't name you all off, but I know that they usually kind of join in and help keep the conversation going, so I appreciate those folks. I wish I had time to call out all of you here. Yes, I said fellers, Skull Baby. That's an Arkansas thing. Hope you all have a good night. I will see you soon.